Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My brothers and sisters, should you guys have a car? I don't have a car. I don't even drive right now. But why do I not drive? I mean, I talk about money, I talk about finance. I mean, you guys think I might be doing okay. Truth is, alhamdulillah, I could have a car if I wanted to have a car. Is it a financial reasoning that I can't afford one? No, alhamdulillah, I could have one. But what is the reason? See, that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. I want you guys to have a different insight about a car and whether you should have one and a little more into it. But before we get into the video, make sure to smash that like button, share this video with your family and friends. And I have to be honest, a lot of people are watching the videos and they're not even subscribed to the channel. Like, I thought we were all about supporting each other. We cannot grow. This channel will not grow until we support each other. I don't mind me not growing. Honestly, that's not the full long-term goal thingy. The long-term goal is that we have a community where we are willing to help each other no matter what. But today's video, I don't have a car, and there's a reason behind it. I actually got banned. I got banned from driving because I was driving without insurance. Without going into it too deep, I just had to drive at that point to get to where we were going to. The point being is I wasn't insured at that point. I had 6 points previously for speeding. To be fair, I had 3 points for speeding, and they gave me 3 points for because I gave my forms in late. I don't even know how that makes sense, but I got 6 points for speeding, although it was only 3, and then 3 for because I gave my form in late. And then I got 6 points for no insurance. So anyway, I got banned, but I learned something. I learned something very, very big, and I want to share that with you guys. I now don't drive. And to be fair, my ban was only 6 months, and it's actually been probably more than a year since I've been driving. How do I get around? I actually get the Uber. When I need to go somewhere. So somewhere when I need to go to London or something, or when for whatever reason I need to do something, I get an Uber. And my wife drives. And so technically speaking, when we go out for date night, she drives. And I'm cool with that. And in fact, soon I do plan to drive. And inshallah, I will get myself a car. Maybe I'll even do a car review. I don't know. But the point I want to make to you guys is I've understood something. How expensive cars are. If I was working a job, I honestly would try to avoid having a car. Seriously speaking. Because I know many of you guys have cars on HP. Many of you guys have cars on lease. Many of you guys PCP. Look, away from whether these are even permissible or not, and many times they are not permissible, it's not something I want to go into in this video. If you're spending £200-300 on a nice car because you believe you should have a nice car because you have a nice job, and trust me when I say this, I was in the exact same situation. I've made that mistake. I had a car, I was paying towards it, and it used to cost me a lot of money. But if you're spending £200-300 on paying installments on your car, and then you have insurance, which I don't know, 100, 150, depending on how old you are, and sometimes even 200, because some of you guys are driving some big cars and you're only 19 years old. It doesn't end there, because you're also then having to pay maintenance on that car. If something goes wrong, you have to pay for it. You have to pay for road tax. You have to pay for the MOT, depending on how new the car is or not. But the point is, a lot of the times you have to pay these things. You then have to pay for fuel. And then you have to understand something as well. That if you buy a £10,000 car, the likelihood is that car is going to be worth £8,000 a year later. But depending on how much you drive it and how long you drive it and how much wear and tear that car has, it will depreciate in value. In essence, the asset you have, which is a car, is depreciating in value all the time. And so if you have the car and it's a certain amount, you're going to lose 15-20% a minimum. And that sounds crazy. So £2,000, if you're going to lose on a car, and even if we say that's £150 just in depreciating value, and then in petrol, which is probably £250 on average a month, and here we're being quite generic, but that's £400. And then on the installments, if you have a car on installment, you're looking at £200. And that, by the way, is a very cheap or small car. It probably can go up to £300-400. Let's be real, can go up to £300-400. So that then you're looking at £600 plus the £100 insurance, £700. And that still, let's be honest with each other, that usually isn't even, a lot of people are spending more than that. Let's be honest. People are spending £1,000. And in fact, when I had my car, I was spending closer to £800-900 a month on the car. In just the fact that I had a car and the fuel and the insurance and maintenance and so on and servicing, I was spending about £800 if you divided it over the year. That's a lot of money. If you're making £30,000 a year, you're looking at about £2,200 a month. Imagine £800, even £700 just going on a car. That's a quarter of your money going on a car. That sounds crazy. And so a lot of people now have this mindset, and I really want to get you guys to understand this mindset that people would get a job in London where they're going to make, I don't know, £30,000 a year, but they don't want to work in their local town where they make £25,000 a year. Trust me when I say this, it's much better for you to take the £25,000 a year in your local town. In fact, I would even argue that a £10,000 increase from £20,000 to £30,000, and we're going to work it out right now, a difference between £20,000 and £30,000 is £600. But you guys will spend £300, £400 on just commuting if it's the train. And don't forget, your time is of value. Like, your time is so valuable. Is it really worth traveling into another town, area, whatever, for £10,000 more a year, which actually in truth is £600 more to you a month? See, it's all about how we see things. It's all about how we look at life and look at our money and understand what's more important to you. And the reason I'm making this video is not to say don't drive, by the way. You should drive, and it's somewhat necessity, especially if you have a family, for you to be able to take them here and there, and for you to be able to look after your family. I think it's important. You should have a car. But what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is how much a car can cost. And see, now, if you were to just buy a car for £1,000, insure it, you pay up front, for example, because it's cheaper, and then you just drive the car, you'll save so much money. And instead, you can use that money that you would waste on a car to actually build a hustle for yourself, start a business, invest it. Because if you're investing £500 a month, every month, into whatever you're going to invest, whatever you're going to invest it in, you will make money. This is genuinely how the rich look at their money. You don't see them driving nice, flashy, big cars. A lot of the times, they drive crappy cars. A lot of the big businessmen drive crappy cars. And so I hope this video is of benefit to you guys. I hope you can see where I'm coming from. I hope you can see what I'm trying to do with this video. I appreciate your time. Jazakallahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.